I don't know about you, but I know for me, seeing good review videos is as important as seeing bad review videos. That's because I myself want to know what products to avoid, or at least to know like, oh, this person has this type of skin and these products didn't work. So today's video is products that I have purchased that just have either completely disappointed me or I've just been like, ugh, why? Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, hello, my name is Jennifer. I'm into all things hair, skin, and makeup. And if you are too, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button, ring that notification bell, do all the things so you know when I upload my videos. Usually Fridays, well yes, always on Fridays at 10 a.m. Eastern time. Next week, we're doing the run-up to the Sephora savings event, or whatever the hell they call it now. Do I have the little thing here? I do. So there is the Sephora savings event. Yeah, that's what they're still calling it. Now, for those of us who are Rouge and we get 20% off, that starts on the 5th of April. And for VIBs and insiders, it starts on the 9th. So because of that, I'm going to be posting a video next week, either Tuesday or Wednesday. That's why you need to ring the bell so you're notified of when I upload. And I'm going to bring to you all the things that I think are worth spending your money on. But that's what today is not about. Today is about the things you should not spend your money on, in my humble opinion. And honestly, there's not a ton because I tend to be like very discerning in how I spend my money. That doesn't mean there aren't flops here and there. All right, what I'm starting out with is something that I feel is totally overhyped. When I first saw Huda from Huda Beauty come out with what is her new faux filler, I was mesmerized. I was like, yes, I must have to have. And of course, I picked up two colors. I got the clear glassy shade, and I got this shade here, Bombshell. Love them both, of course. I always want to have a clear gloss, although I have several. I didn't need another one. But here, I'm going to show you why I don't love it. I mean, they're glosses. You get what you get out of them. But what she said that we should expect is to like have our lines like completely blurred. And that's when I was like, yes, I want my lines blurred. I'm a lady of a certain age. The lines do show up more prominently in some products more than others. In your glosses, it is less prominent because you get that reflection back. But when Huda put this on, should I do the color or should I do the clear? I'm going to do the clear. When Huda put this on, immediately I was like, oh my God, they look so smooth. I have to have. And literally I went on launch day and purchased them at Sephora. I like the applicator. It is very nice. However, when she put it on, she put a lot on. Now, I don't have as much on as she has. Let me put more on so you can get the whole idea. Now, do you see the way that looks? I mean, my lips do look like blurred and really smooth. And they will stay that way as long as your lips do not touch each other and they do not like, you know, move back and forth. I'm going to do the top lip just to give you the full impression. I mean, it's glorious, isn't it? It looks so smooth and so blurred. It's gorgeous, but watch this. But the minute you start rubbing your lips together, that like blurriness kind of goes away. That whole smoothness just goes away and you start to see your lines again. Now, I have a substantial amount of gloss on right now because I wanted you to see what Huda showed me. Yeah, like she showed just me. So the only way this really gives the blurring effect is if you put a ton of gloss on and you do not at any point move your lips back and forth against each other. If you can do that, good for you. However, these were super affordable. They were $19, but then I was like, this actual applicator takes up a lot of room inside of here. And honestly, right now, I feel like it is totally faking me out. Now, I've worn this probably 3 times, and I started thinking to myself, this is looking pretty empty. And then I was like, hold up. It contains 3.9 mLs or 0.13 fluid ounces. And then I thought, well, let me look at my Fenty. This is the Ice Bomb. It's actually called Cold Hearted, which is 9 mLs or 0.3 fluid ounces. So it's literally triple the amount of product. Triple. Now, I'm not saying I'm not going to continue wear it because it does feel nice. It does look nice. I'm actually going to put the other shade on for you because I love this shade Bombshell. But with the tinted ones, you have to be very careful because it is a very like kind of a liquidy gloss in that it does move around. So with the tints, you want to be careful because you'll look sloppy otherwise. And also, you can't put on a ton of the tinted version because it just looks crazy. I absolutely love the shade. Of course, I'm going to continue wearing it. I purchased it. I like it well enough. It just doesn't give the claims that Huda said. And since this is going to be the only lip gloss I'm going to wear throughout the entire video, I'll put on a little bit more, just so we can see how it wears as I'm talking. So the only reason it's a fail for me is because it isn't as blurring as Huda said so, but it's still a nice gloss, albeit expensive for 19 bucks and barely any product. All right, next up is an absolute major fail. This is probably one of the worst products I've purchased in years, and I'm so bummed about it. From Armani Beauty, this is their Fluid Sheer Glow Enhancer. I got it in the shade 2. And I bought this literally on an impulse. I was in Sephora, and there was like a display that had Sydney Sweeney on it with these fluid shears. And my 54-year-old brain was like, I want to look like that child, as if that would ever be possible. But I bought this shade because it looks pretty. It looks like it would be nice either under makeup or as a highlighter. That's what I really wanted it for, like a summertime highlighter. I really like a glow, but nothing glittery or chunky. That's just, you know, where I am right now. So I bought this and I put it on. I've worn it 3 times. Twice on 2 different foundations and once on bare skin. Now, when you look at it like this, you're like, well, what's wrong with that? What's wrong with it is it completely breaks up your foundation. So I had it on twice. I had it on top of the House Labs foundation and then again on top of the NARS Light Reflecting. And both times I dabbed it on lightly with my finger, like on the back of my hand, just like this, and lightly dabbed, and it immediately lifted up and destroyed my foundation and concealer. So I was like, okay, maybe you're just not meant to go on top of makeup. Okay, all right, fine. I'll just wear you on bare skin for a nice glow when it's like a no makeup day. And the problem is, and I don't think you're going to be able to pick this up on camera, this is ridiculously glittery. So because it is the same tone as my skin, it blends in nice so it doesn't leave down a color, which is what I wanted. I just wanted it to like be a glossy glow on like the high points. It is like a glittery disco ball. Now the glitter pieces are tiny, which is fine, but it just looks like straight up glitter all over my face. This is such a significant fail because Armani usually kills it. Usually almost all of their products. I'm trying to think if there's anything I don't like. I don't think there is. And even when I'm wiping this off, it is still leaving a ton of glitter behind. It's just such a terrible fail. And the thing is that I bought it a couple months ago and I've just been like, I just wasn't in the mood. So I don't even think I can return it anymore. I'm sure it's probably past the return window for Sephora, but I'll check, who knows? Because I think it's like 42 bucks, so it's pricey. But I want y'all to save your money. Just stay away from the fluid sheer. It is not worth it, no matter what anyone on TikTok tries to tell you. Not worth it. All right, next up from Maybelline, we all know and love their lifter glosses. They're fantastic. As a matter of fact, I feel like they kind of rival the Huda and obviously more affordable. I think they're like around $10. They have great pigment. They stick around really nicely. They're comfortable. They're just fantastic. Well, they came out with a plumping line and I picked up the shade Peach Fever. And when I say this is the most painful thing that has ever been on my face, there is no exaggeration in that whatsoever. This hurt so bad. Now I know plumper glosses often have like a little bit of a chili pepper or sometimes like some sort of a mint to give you that plumping effect. Literally, it's starting to hurt my hand. This one uses a chili pepper. And right on here, it says Maxi Lip and Chili Pepper. But I didn't expect it to be this friggin' painful. Like, it's hurting my hand. I have to take it off my hand right now. I can't. And I thought to myself, who the hell is wearing this? Like, I guess, like if I'm getting ready, I could put on like a clear version of this and just wear it to get the plumping effect and then take it off. But when I tell you that flavor stays behind, that pain stays behind, there's no way I could put this on and go out to dinner or go out and have a drink with friends because it's painful and it's in your mouth and it's just, stay the hell away from these. They're just painful. But definitely pick up any of the regular lifter glosses. They're chef's kiss. Now this I've had for a little bit and it's just been kind of sitting around because I didn't want to talk about it, but I'm going to today. From Benefit, this is their Fluff Up Brow Wax. So you all know my brows are my least favorite part of my face because they are so hard to work with because they're so little. So I thought, ooh, Fluff Up Brow Wax. So I thought it was going to do what it said, make my brows look a little more fluffy, but being a wax, it was going to kind of hold them in place. What it actually does is deposit this white paste on my eyebrows, and my eyebrows are just, it's like paste. It's white and gluey and it's not cute and it doesn't control my brows. Putting any other brow product on before automatically lifts it off. Putting any of the brow product on afterwards just makes like a clumpy, gloopy mess. As far as I'm concerned, Benefit totally missed the mark with this one. I don't know why they even bothered to launch it. I don't know. Maybe there are some people out there with like very fluffy brows that are lighter color, so you wouldn't notice this like paste in them, but I don't know who those people are. This is terrible, which sucks because everything else that Benefit does for the brows is usually fantastic. So this is in no way Jose. Bye-bye. All right, creeping back to lips. This went kind of viral for a minute from Pharmacy. This was their lip smoothie. It's a vitamin C plus peptide lip balm. Now I'm still using this. You can tell I've made quite a dent in this. I have lip products all over the house. This one happens to be one of two that hangs out in the living room with me, and I'm not going to stop using it, but the claims are it's a nourishing lip balm that smooths and visibly plumps with vitamin C plus peptides. This soft restorative balm coats lips with lasting hydration to reveal a high gloss finish. Okay, yeah, I will give it. It has a high gloss finish. If you look at it, it's actually kind of like, it's kind of dull looking, almost like silicone-y when it comes right out of the pot, but it does have a nice glossy finish. And I do feel like it gives like a little bit of hydration, but not a lot. It doesn't last. I am literally, while I'm watching TV, I'm putting it on over and over and over again, where I have a lot of balms that I can put on like once or twice a night and I'm good. This, I'm not exaggerating when I say I probably put this on like 4 or 5 times, which I'm not doing anything else, so it's not a big deal, but it's really not sticking around. Plus, I really don't feel like it's doing any sort of like plumping or hydrating or visibly smoothing anything. I just don't feel like it's really doing any of its claims. Now, am I gonna keep on using it? Of course I am, because it's not horrible, it's not painful, it's not bad, it's just not doing what it says it does. This is really turning into a lip products that didn't meet my expectations video, because here I have another one. This one is from Naturium. It is their Phyto Glow Lip Mask. And I know a lot of you are like, oh, she's saying something bad about Naturium. It happens. So here's the thing. When I first got it, it had a completely smooth surface, just like you would expect. And I was like rubbing, and not much was coming off on my fingers. And I was like, what the heck? And then I realized it's a lot like the Jones Road Miracle Balm, where you have to break the seal. So fine, just you had to figure out how to use it. Now, what I do love is this super generous opening. You see how I can fit my finger in here really nicely? I'm not digging my nails in there. Like, they win A+, #1, because this is the way all lip balms should be, so we're not getting it under our fingernails and making that mess. I love, love, love this container. There's always a hair flying around. And I also really like the formula. It is nice and like emollient and moisturizing and nourishing. It's not as sticky as the Phyto Glow lip. Do I even have any here? No, they're like in my purse and in my bedroom. You know, their original launches. But what is the really big problem with it is every time I go in, I'm going to show you right now. So I just did one little swoop. I don't know if you can see that on my finger, but there are a couple thick pieces. Every time I do this, there are like these little thick, almost like waxy pieces. It's almost like everything in here isn't smooth, which is super duper annoying, because I can't, when I'm putting them on my lips, you know how sometimes you can just like smooth it out with pressure? You really can't smooth them out with pressure. So then I have to like pick off the little pieces off my lips and then smooth everything around. Now, oh, first world problems, girl. But it's just not the experience that I was expecting, or that I'm even used to. So packaging A+, formula is nice, but actual experience, because of those little ball pieces, not great, not great. But I'm still gonna continue to use it. Your girl just does not like to waste her lip balms. All right, and last but not least, this one was a super bummer for me. Most of you know that for dramatic lashes, my favorite mascara is the YSL Lash Clash. I love it. But you probably also know that my favorite formulas are always waterproof. Waterproof is what lasts the best on me, keeps my curls standing up, usually helps with smudging, smearing, flaking. I don't get any of that. So when YSL came out with a waterproof version, I ran to get it. There's actually not a lot of waterproof versions of mascaras at Sephora, so I was like doubly excited. Now I am wearing it today because I'm taking one for the team, and I want to see if what normally happens is, or what's been happening every time has happened this time. Yep, I've had this makeup on for, I don't know, half hour, 40 minutes, and this mascara flakes. Are you kidding me? It's not terrible. I'm going to point out there's one like little flake there on the side of my nose. A half hour, 40 minutes in, and it's already flaking. Oh, there's another one right there. Are there any others? Oh, yep, on this cheek over here. Let's see, there's one right there. I think it's incredibly bizarre that the original formula that does hold up really nicely. I don't get much smudging or smearing lately. As a matter of fact, I think it's probably one of the best at not smudging and smearing, and I don't get flakes with this. But the waterproof one is giving me flakes. Like, make it make sense. So even though it's not terrible, I mean, I can obviously just take a Q-tip and like wipe them away. When I'm out and about, I don't have Q-tips with me. I really don't like touching my fingers to my face because that can disturb my makeup. Not to mention, I'm not a face toucher. But the fact that this expensive ass mascara that is waterproof isn't flake proof is beyond annoying. So if you're like me and you're a Lash Clash girly, don't bother with the waterproof. Just stick with the original version. It's better and it holds up really well anyway. All right, now just to get back to the faux filler from Huda Beauty, like I said, I've had this on probably, well, the entire video almost, and I've had it on for about, 20 minutes maybe? And you can see it is kind of like disappeared a little bit. You can see my lines, that smoothing effect is no longer there. So that smoothing, blurring that the claims are just, they don't hold up. Now, I fell for the gimmick because I just was mesmerized when I saw Huda do it. I want you all to just save your pennies, buy a different clear lip gloss, save your money. As a matter of fact, this really inexpensive one from ColourPop, it is their So Juicy. It's fantastic. It is so good. It's in a nice little squeezy tube. It's easy to use, portable, cheap, works great. Just save your money and get this instead. Or if you're feeling fancy, get the one from Fenty. All right, you guys, so that's it for my most recent fails. And considering I've held on to like a couple of them for many months, it's not bad really, considering the amount of stuff I buy. So I hope my little roundup will help save you guys a little bit of money. But don't forget next week's video, I'm gonna show you how to spend some money at the Sephora savings event. So come back for that video next Tuesday or Wednesday. I'm not sure which day yet. All right, you guys, as always, I wanna thank you so much for being with me, and I'll see you real soon. Bye-bye.